Your home for Brap News Online.
I have been thinking about brap a lot recently.
Why?
Well, sometimes I'll just cut a fart and I'll just be like, brap.
Sometimes I'll be at the pool and I'll just see a bunch of moms in their swimsuits and be like, damn, brap.
Brap to that. Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
I think we're good.
Yeah, we're fine.
But yeah, I'll just, see some fine chica
And I'll go, what if
at the mall.
I
And
wonder
I'll
how
say,
it braps?
brap.
What is that noise?
All right, let's
Are we getting
inspect.
What the hell is going on? Guys, we're hunting for ghosts. What the hell is that? Is there a cat?
Hopefully not. Not supposed to be.
Huh. I guess we're fine. Sorry, guys. Oh, phew. I guess that's nothing. We're literally acting like NPCs right now. Oh, it must have been the wind. Oh, I guess it's nothing.
I guess it's
You
nothing.
hear a really distinct noise and be like, oh, I guess that's nothing.
There's a guy in the slight shadow over there. Must have been the wind.
No, there's a cardboard box on the floor.
Yeah.
I actually spent all day, because today was a holiday, I spent all day playing Metal Gear Solid 5.
How nice you started over again.
No, I hadn't I hadn't played it in years, but I put like 30 hours in like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And
So
I
you
just
didn't
kinda-
have to do the... Because if you started over again, you would have spent the entire day
Watching
crawling
cutscenes.
through the hospital.
Yes, I remember that, and I was like, I thought about starting over, and then I was like, I remembered how long it takes for you to just get into. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll just pick up where I left off.
The game's sick.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so good.
In the box or like going on the side of your horse.
Yeah, man, just brapping away.
Yeah, stealth games are so crazy.
They're so good. That might be my favorite genre of game.
Yeah. There's a
think it's-
lot of bangers in that.
I think stealth games are my favorite genre. Period.
But there's just like so many of them where it's just like slight shadow.
And you're just
like
deleted.
standing there.
Yeah.
The guy looking directly at you.
Must have been the wind.
You go brap.
I brap him to death. Oh man, I actually just found a guy on Instagram who's he's a bit of a brap guy.
In what sense? Like he's something about farts?
Yeah, he's a big fart guy. He I think I sent him to you. He's the guy who has that little statue of Harley Quinn, and he like talks to her, and he kind of like
Just dialogues.
well, it's weird. So he's got set up like a little statue like the kind you'd get at like a comic book store.
Yeah.
Of Harley Quinn, and then it seems like he has a Harley Quinn voice AI that he like talks to.
Right.
And basically all he does is like he basically will post like 5-minute videos that he films himself of him scolding Harley Quinn for farting without permission.
so he has multiples of those.
He posts literally like 4 a day.
And they're all that?
Yeah. And then because she farted without permission, he'll be like, nah, because you farted, he uses such crazy terms too. He's like, because you had a fartopolis fart extravaganza fart party while I was gone. And they'll be like, you have to fart on every Dorito in a bag of chips. It's like, and then he just posts that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I saw the one.
He posts so many.
But I feel like with a lot of these guys, you kind of have to ask yourself, like, is this like a funny bit? Or
It's something gross.
it's just he's like capturing his essence. And all day he's just walking around being like, you farted without permission, Harley.
I think so. And
Least retarded Joker guy.
he's the first one I found in a long time that doesn't have a speech impediment.
That's true, yeah. Well,
What's funny about him is he talks to the Harley Quinn statue kind of like a coach.
yeah.
Like he talks about farting like he's gonna put Harley Quinn through like drills.
Was he the same guy? Did you send me the one of the guy doing like the holodeck thing? Of like, computer, make Rachel Daddario but 30 feet tall. Safety protocols.
I don't know what that
off.
was. It looked like a filmed sketch of someone doing that.
Was that wasn't him though?
No, that was some.
He just talks to his Harley doll.
He just same angle, phone up against his probably desktop monitor, filming himself talking to the AI, but looking at the statue, scolding her for farting without permission.
Imagine walking in on your son doing that.
What's really crazy is he has the like AI will like reply.
Yeah.
He's not wearing headphones. It's like full blast speakers in his bedroom.
His mom just sitting out in the kitchen listening to like Jeffrey.
It's like
I can't fart right now, Mr. Jeffrey.
Literally.
I can't fart no more.
Literally. And then he'll be like, it's so funny the way he talks. It's like literally a coach. Like he'll be like, all right, Harley, so what happened was I caught you having a fart extravaganza, fart palooza, fart party in my bedroom before I came home from school. So what I'm going to need you to do is crack open this huge bag of Doritos chips, and I'm going to need you to fart on every inch of chips in the whole bag, and then seal them up and age them for 2 years. And then she'll be like, okay, I'll fart on all the chips.
I'll fart on all the chips, Big J.
And then he just posts that. It's like, post. Good. Perfect. Upload.
Like, imagine, like, because the thing is, like, that's somebody's son.
Yeah.
And you're just like a mom.
Yeah.
And you're browsing Instagram.
You see your kid scolding Harley Quinn for
like,
farting.
I would rather see him doing just about anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather him use my bathtub to make estrogen
Yeah.
than be scolding his Harley Quinn statue for farting. You just can't.
Like,
That's just too crazy, man.
imagining some, like, you know, super, like, permissive, like, lib mom bragging to her friends. Yeah, he's making all these Instagram videos where he talks to a clown girl about farting, and it's really funny.
It's really funny stuff. Meanwhile, he's one of the most. It's like he's probably a nice guy because he has like a non-threatening vibe, but like the rate at which he posts and the fact that he's the thing that's crazy is if you swipe and you watch enough of his videos,
yeah,
he doesn't issue a single fart challenge that's like a repeat. He's always coming up with new fart challenges. Fart in this case of beer. Fart on these Doritos. Fart on my shoes.
How old would you say he is?
He's gotta be. He's one of those. He's got that like. My read on it is like Midwest USA physiognomy, where it's like he kind of perpetually looks like 33, but he's probably like 21.
I see.
He's just like a kind of a stocky kid with a buzz cut, and he just chills in like an Under Armour shirt talking to Harley Quinn all day.
Because I feel like in the past we've analyzed, or there's the scholarly information on feet guys.
Right? Yeah.
That it's kind of like the lowest like self-esteem possible.
The foot guy
kind of manifests into feet guys because you know you're always looking at feet.
You're looking
right?
down. You want to get stepped on, literally.
Yeah.
You want to get stood on. Yeah.
What goes wrong to make you a fart guy?
The fart stuff, like it's less. The fart stuff is less understandable to me than like furry stuff.
Yeah.
Furry stuff is like, all right, you got molested and there was like a Fruit Loops box in the room, and you looked at Toucan Sam and you were like, that's hot. you know?
You got molested, and now it's like you want to stop being human.
Yeah.
Right? So you want to
or you got molested and you
shed your identity. But what type of molested are you getting to become a fart guy?
And if there's a fart guy listening, no disrespect, man. I just don't get it. I just like what. Maybe leave a comment. If you're a fart guy, explain yourself.
I think, if you're a long-time listener, you should realize we're a kink shame cast.
Yeah, the roots of the show are kink shame.
Kink shame.
And fart guys they've had it too good for too long.
I don't think we've ever really talked about because it's something that I don't even perceive as like an option.
No, it was just until this week that I was reminded that oh yeah, there's like fart guys.
And I'll see, people will kind of joke about it and stuff.
Yeah. But
actually be that devoted to
farting.
Also,
sorry, but that's yucky.
Yeah,
that's gross.
Farts smell bad, people.
They smell so bad.
Yeah,
that's unpleasant. That's kind of a yucky time if you're in a room with a gal that you paid to fart a bunch.
Somebody farting directly in your face would be so gross.
I'd probably throw up.
Yeah,
I'd probably immediately. If I got to fart directly in the face,
I would be so paranoid about getting pink eye.
Yeah, I'd be paranoid about a poop slipping out.
Yeah,
if there's a butthole right here. Brapping right in my face.
Brapping right on. I guess brap's been around for a while.
Yeah, well, that's those are fart guys, are they not?
I guess,
The brap community.
I always kind of took it as a lighthearted goof.
But it's rooted in truth, I think.
Yeah.
The brap community.
The brap community. Maybe it's sort of, I've noticed some discussion going on around recently about like safe horny.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because, like you're not supposed to be horny anymore.
No.
So you have to pretend that like no makeup 65-year-old Pamela Anderson is like the hottest woman.
Yeah.
Or like getting like squished by a big lumberjack
is
babe.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because like Zoomers have been so like crushed under the boot of society that they have to pretend that if only no makeup Pam Anderson was 500 pounds. I would call her mommy and let her fart on me.
You're kind of not allowed to be like horny in like a normal way.
For like, the normal
like a pretty girl.
Like a pretty girl, you have to be like, if only her nose was 10 times bigger.
If only she had like a tail. Yeah. And was like hairy like the Grinch.
And she would step on me.
I wish she was hairy like the Grinch. And had a big Grinch face. And was green.
Yeah, and was 48.
You can only find the girl from Wicked attractive.
Yeah, I wish she was hairy and green.
My only gripe with the green girl from Wicked is that she's freaking bald. I wish she was really hairy like the Grinch.
Yeah, can you imagine if there was a Lady Grinch, and I would call her Grinch Mommy, and she would fart on me?
Brap her like broken glass farts.
I would call her my big hairy Brapperino.
Yeah, I don't really understand the safe horny thing. I've just seen like infographics on Twitter
about safe horniness.
Yeah,
how do you process that into an infographic?
Well, it'll be. I think it's coming from guys complaining about it, and they're like showing like what's allowed and what's not.
Because I feel like it's like the horny version of that like safe racism where you just rag on Italians all the time.
And Irish people.
Yeah.
And for the French.
Yeah, like the French or the Italians or Irish. Because like, you're not allowed to
make fun of black people.
Say the racial comments that you're actually thinking.
You're not allowed to make fun of Indians.
So you pretend it's Italians.
Yeah, these freaking Irish guys driving Ubers are so bad. I am so sick of these French guys who try to kill everyone on the road when they're doing Uber.
Yeah, and it's just because everyone in their heart has, at minimum, some lighthearted racism.
I refuse to believe that if someone says I have none in my bones at all, I think there's no way.
Yeah.
There's a zero chance.
They probably go home and have like a poster of Kendrick Lamar that they stab a bunch of times.
Yeah, they have like I have a feeling people who are like outwardly like anti-racist are probably like the craziest possible when it comes to racism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like there's no, if you're like people who are like, yeah, I'm a proud like anti-racist, it's like you probably have some of the craziest racial thoughts of all time.
Yeah.
You have that like, the Chinese man has or the Russian has a Caucasoid appearance but an Asiatic mind type thought. You know what I mean? Like you're thinking about it like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same with like, well, there's been a whole new genre of like sex guy.
What's the new genre
since
of sex
the early
guys?
2000s? The new genre of sex guys is like bi guys.
Right.
Painted nails, Hawaiian shirt, mullet, mustache guys.
Yeah.
That's a whole new genre of like sex. It's the like it's secret stealth guy, secret sex guy.
Right. It's the beautiful flower that.
Yeah, because before this
Venus flytrap.
The
guys.
sex guy was basically Leisure Suit Larry. Are you familiar with that character?
Vaguely.
Little.
It was like a video game or something.
Yeah, he was
right?
like a GameCube guy. He's like a little.
He had like white suit and shit.
Yeah, I think he was like a leopard print suit, terrible hairline, 4'1".
Yeah.
He was like an outward sex guy.
Yeah.
You know? And you like I like had like uncle's friends who were like very clear like sex guys growing up, and it's like, oh yeah, you're wearing like a 70s like leisure suit.
Well, actually, yeah, the leopard skin suit is actually kind of perfect for that.
Yeah,
because that's like the Predator's
you're a sex
spots,
guy.
you know?
Yeah.
But the new version of that is like, yeah, you paint your nails and be like, I actually jack off thinking about consent.
I jack off to like clowns.
Yeah.
It's like hotter if you're look like
then,
Ronald McDonald.
The moment you're alone.
Monster.
Literally.
Yeah. Because like before, like
look out, ladies.
Before, like a sex guy was like Vince Neil, very outward sex guy.
I don't actually know who
the lead singer of Motley Crue.
Oh, okay, sure.
Like hair metal guys.
Yeah.
It was like pretty clear that they're like sex guys.
Right. Yeah.
And now we don't make outward.
You're not allowed to be a sex guy anymore.
No, there's no. Well, there are sex guys, but they're Indian.
Well, yeah. I mean, in theory, they're sex guys.
Well, they think sex is the best.
Just touch it for only 5 minutes.
5 minutes. It's okay.
Please.
Yeah, I guess we still are making sex guys, just not in North America.
Yeah.
They're Indian and Turkish.
We need to bring back the sex guy. Because now even our top sex guy now is Elon Musk.
Yeah, man.
And he's, I think, not even having sex.
What do you think he's doing?
I think he's like giving them a turkey baster and being like, I will pay you.
Please.
I will buy you an island. I will buy you an island.
Yeah, he's offering them like rare magic cards or something.
Please.
He's giving them Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
For his 13 kids.
Yeah.
I don't like how much we talk about Elon.
It's tough. He's in the news all the time.
I know.
And we're a news and politics cast.
I know. It's just like every time I'm on Twitter and I see some new shit, it's like, ugh.
And it's impossible to like be on Twitter and not see Elon constantly.
Yeah.
Like at one point I followed him and I was like, this is too much. So I unfollowed him.
Yeah.
And still every time I
Nothing
open it,
changes.
he's the top thing.
Nothing changes.
I see every post of him being like, wow.
So true. Very real.
Yeah.
So true.
So true.
Epic.
Just 5 minutes.
He's posting clips of like what's like old head gamer news. He's posting like Concord shit now.
Yeah.
And being like, wow, what a wreck.
Yeah, complaining about horse armor.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got like such a he's got that like that vibe that like some like autistic guys get where they like kind of just they like don't really know what they like, so they're kind of just like talking about stuff that like they just recently found that they want to make seem like they love forever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got that vibe where he'll just be, I like sex now. I'm a sex guy.
He's our number one sex guy.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, if you want to be a higher ranked sex guy, he's top ranked sex guy in North America.
He's one of our top sex guys. They locked away Harvey. He was one of our best sex guys. He was one of the most successful sex guys.
Well, yeah, they took out all of our other top sex guys. Diddy, Woody, Harvey.
Well, Diddy was a top like gay sex guy.
Still counts.
Still counts.
Although it's like, I think the ratio is probably like 0.1 to 1 kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
On the scoreboards, you know?
Yeah.
It's like weighted. It's like women's tennis or whatever.
Yeah, if you're scoring gay sex, you gotta you can't just go 1-to-1.
You gotta balance that out a little bit.
Yeah.
But still, from my understanding, he'd still be highly ranked.
Oh yeah, I think so.
And the fact that he was getting like, I don't know, the exact weighting of it is a little mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if you're kind of like forcing a straight guy to let you fuck him for a record contract, that probably counts for more than like a grinder hookup, you know?
Oh sure, yeah.
I feel like in the grand tally of things, that's a tougher sell.
Yeah. Did you know? I actually just learned this about Grindr from using it. I was using it.
Yeah.
Did you know it tells you how close the gay guys are to you?
Like it's got a location thing?
Yeah. It'll be like, Mark, half a kilometer away.
Does it have like your exact location?
No, it'll just tell you like, oh, this guy's like really close to you.
Well, that's convenient, I guess.
Yeah. I learned that from a gay pal of mine, and he was like, yeah, you can just like echolocate gay dudes.
I feel like it's so much easier being gay.
In terms of being a sex guy?
Yeah, in terms of being a sex guy.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because like, you try to go on like Tinder or whatever, you have to pretend you're like a character from The Office.
You have to get a mullet and a mustache and a Hawaiian shirt.
And paint your nails.
Yeah.
And be like, actually, I'm sensitive, and do like little quips and stuff.
I would never spend all day playing Metal Gear Solid 5.
But if you're a gay guy, it's like, hey, I'm at the bathroom right now.
I'm at the bathroom.
Hey, I noticed you're only 500 meters from me. Want to fuck me in the ass?
Want to have unprotected sex in the bathroom at the movie theater?
It'll be like, okay.
Sure.
Sure. All right.
No problem.
Boop, boop, boop.
Boop, boop, boop. Done. Yeah, that's crazy, though.
Yeah.
It'll just be like, yeah, you're in the same building as a guy who wants to have gay sex.
Like, hey, I noticed you also wanted to have gay sex.
I think it is just like so fucking crazy easy to get gay sex.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, my understanding is like you can just go to a park. It'll just be other guys to have gay sex.
The fact that you could just open an app on your phone and it'll show you like 50 dudes within a kilometer of you that are like willing to have gay sex right now.
And you can just message any of them.
And be like, do you want to have gay sex right now? And they'll go, sure.
Yeah.
Like if Tinder had that, I think a lot of women would go missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think a lot of women would go missing. And also,
if at the location thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think so many women would go missing.
There'd be guys like walking around like
refreshing.
I noticed that you were 100 meters from me, and then I took, 10 meters. I went 10 meters west, and now you're only 90 meters from me.
Guys would literally be sitting there like refreshing, like 500 meters, 450, 400, like literally, and so that they could like bump into her in public and be like, "Hey, I noticed you." Whoa, try to have like an office
some
meet
like
cute.
super hot chick just leaves her house. There's like 8 guys who are just like, "Oh, hey,
what are you doing here?
You live here? Whoa,
I live 20 minutes that way, but I like to walk here. I like to go for walks here with my dog, but I just lost him. Do you want to help me find him?"
There's another guy with like a missing cat. Signs. Shit.
Fuck. Yeah, it's kind of weird that like gay guys can seemingly be trusted to have that power to like echolocate other gay dudes without. From what I hear, I don't really hear about gay dudes going missing all the time.
I mean, there was that one guy in Toronto a couple years ago.
He went missing?
No, he was like, he killed a bunch of other gay guys.
Oh,
and
was
like burying them in like potted plants or something.
Oh, I think I remember.
He was
that.
like a landscaping guy.
Right. Well,
but considering like how much it's happening, doesn't happen that often.
No, for the fact that you can just sit there and refresh your app and find your way to a gay guy.
Yeah,
that's like those are pretty good numbers.
Yeah, I guess it's just sort of assumed that one couldn't overpower the other.
It's a fair fight.
Yeah.
Do they have Grindr for lesbians?
I don't think lesbians have sex.
They just.
That's like my understanding, at least. It just would never come up. I think what lesbians do is they get in a relationship with another lesbian.
Within like 3 days of meeting them?
Yeah, they meet and they instantly move in together. They like make out like 2 or 3 times. Then that's it. And then they start attacking each other.
Start fist fighting. I'm just thinking of like the nature documentary where like you're describing the cycle of a lesbian. Now it has been 3 days, so the romantic period is over. As you can see, what's like a very like Dominican woman's name? Valencia has woken up very angry. Very angry. They just have like a hockey fight in their living room, like pulling each other's shirts up, like feeding each other uppercuts.
Yeah, they scissor once, move in together,
and then start fist
fighting.
They do like WWE like backstage, like they're throwing each other into like cupboards.
Yeah, hitting each other with like chairs, throwing each other through tables and stuff.
Like fighting as they both fall down a flight of stairs. Oh,
I saw a pretty funny product the other day.
What was it?
I just might have a picture of it here, but it's well, let me just pull up the picture here. Picture says 1,000 words.
Okay. Oh my god, I can't stop laughing at lesbians fist fight. Pussy liquor spray.
It's watermelon flavored pussy liquor spray.
To make it not to make it taste like watermelon.
Yeah, this thing would be really fun. And then you go in and it's still just like, I didn't put enough on.
I can't think of something that would make a woman like hit you with a rolling pin harder than pulling out your pussy liquor spray.
Just real quick.
Do you think that's for like a guy to buy or for a girl to buy?
It's probably for lesbians. So after the magic has died after 72 hours.
They have the same like reproductive cycle as like mosquitoes.
Just have to get some. I don't know, because like I guess it's for a guy who like retches every time he sees
for like a gay guy who has a wife.
Yeah. All right, fine, I'll do it. That's real quick.
Do they have Aperol Spritz flavor? I can't think of something more insulting to do to a woman than pull that out and like that's crazy.
It'd be really funny to be. So you know, there's those guys who are like, they call me the cunning linguist. I love to.
That's a type
some
of
pussy.
That's a type of like new wave sex guy. Guys who love talking about like.
Are they not making those guys anymore? No, not Zoomers, obviously.
No. I don't think Zoomers have sex.
No, never.
I don't think that's what they're up to.
There used to be those kind of guys around.
Yeah.
Who would be like, you're just some other guy and you're talking to them and they manage to bring up in conversation how much they love eating pussy.
Bro, yeah. I fucking hate that. Is such a like, don't do that. We're like hanging out in a group at a bar and then some guy starts talking about how good at sex he is. It's like, what do you want any of us to do about that? Like, congrats, dude. Nice.
But it would be funny to be one of those guys. You're talking to some gash on Tinder, and like, I love to be. Let me send you a voice clip, baby. And it's just like. Then he gets there, and it's just like.
It's Skittles flavor.
It goes in.
Throwing that on a butthole.
Yeah.
That's great. Like, yeah, that must be for like. Who do you think buys that more, guys or girls?
I have no idea.
Who's like? Do you think girls are buying that as like, oh, I'll like make it like lemon flavor?
I really struggle to imagine the girl who it would be sprayed on. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's got to be like Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife or something, you know?
But even still. You think Dog is spraying pussy liquor spray on?
I think Dog is spraying like Lysol or something.
Yeah.
Dog is putting like gasoline on there or something, you know?
But it exists. I saw a picture of it online.
Yeah, someone's using that. It's like a poo-pourri or whatever, like for after you shit.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of a lesbian dating app. It's because I guess they don't need an app to meet. They meet every 8 minutes somewhere.
Well, I think every lesbian is just already married.
Or in the Dominican Republic right now, about to come over.
Yeah.
Actually,
or you know, just waiting to meet the right man.
I follow this lesbian lady on Instagram. Actually, she's so funny. She's like a southern like white. She's got like auntie vibes. You know what I mean?
Is she that kind of vaguely wiggerish chick
Yes.
who's always looking for the right
I used to bring her videos to the live show all the time.
Yeah.
She's awesome. She's like a...
Has she not found a lady yet?
No. She's doing her best. Like she's putting out videos. So what, for guys who don't know, she's like a Midwestern like hairdresser physiognomy.
Yeah, but she's kind of butch, right?
Well, not in how she looks, but she'll dress like a Dominican guy.
She'll have like a big like baseball team shirt.
Yeah,
on
with
and
like
stuff,
like
right?
she
like
dresses
a wife beater.
Yeah, she dresses like she'll wear like a wife beater and like Dickies pants with like high socks and like a headband.
Yeah,
like a red headband, and then she'll post videos like, "Where's the girl that wants sweatpants instead of a skin tight dress and wants to eat chips in bed instead of go out on Saturday night? Where's the girl that likes Morgan Wallen instead of freaking Miley Cyrus?" You know?
Well, maybe it's tough because like how we've discussed, like for gay guys, it's like you open an app. And there's just a map, and you see every other gay guy, and you just tap on it, and then you go meet and have sex instantly. But for like, boy-girl couples, you have to go through the kind of like the ritual and stuff.
Being like, I'm not crazy.
But for like a lesbian couple, it'd be like that coming from both sides. Maybe it's just impossible.
It's just super hard. It's so difficult. It's like... Yeah, because I see a lot of... I think we talked about this a long time ago, but my favorite lesbian couple phenotype is the one girl who just looks straight mixed with another girl who's dressed like Willy Wonka.
Right. Yeah.
That's the best kind. It'll be like just like the most straight looking girl you've ever seen, like dressed like just the most normal looking girl mixed with another lesbian who's small and fat and dressed like Sir Topham Hatt from Thomas the Tank.
Right, with like bow ties and sweater vests
and a pocket watch. And it's like green.
Yeah.
Dressed like fucking Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
That's
crazy tailored suits. Maybe they'll meet on like Tumblr or something.
Oh. Yeah. Probably actually, yeah. They probably do meet on Tumblr.
Yeah.
Is Tumblr still a thing?
I think in some degree, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it's just for lesbians now.
I guess it's just lesbians, yeah. Doing whatever it is they do.
Posting about hair. Cool lightning bolts to get shaved into the side of your head.
Yeah, or to get big chains.
Yeah. Or to wear like a ballerina outfit out in public.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. It's either dressed like a Dominican guy or like a Russian ballerina, and in the middle you have Willy Wonka.
Yeah, two Willy Wonka lesbians. like magnets retracting from each other.
You never would see that. That's too powerful. They'd hate each other.
They would get in some WWE shit instantly.
Babe, did you steal my checkerboard bow tie? Are you wearing my checkerboard bow tie right now? No.
This is my checkerboard bow tie.
Well, where the fuck is mine? Hockey fight and they pull at each other's shirts over their heads. I like to imagine when lesbians do domestic violence, it looks like a cartoon, like dust cloud with like arms coming out.
Fists and stuff. Yeah, and they totally ruin their apartment. Then they, bond, setting everything back up.
Yeah, by redoing it.
Go to sleep in their separate bedrooms.
Separate bedrooms for my Willy Wonka wife. For my Wonka wife.
Yeah.
This is my Wonka wife.
Yeah.
My Harry Potter Wonka wife.
This is my Wonka wife.
I think lesbians like Harry Potter, do they not?
Maybe. I think at one point they all did.
Yeah.
Maybe less so now.
Oh, I guess.
Now all those people have to pretend that Harry Potter isn't the only book they've ever read.
Yeah. Now they read
It's nothing.
They don't read.
No, they've just never read anything. Maybe Twilight.
If you have a daughter who's getting into Harry Potter, that's the heterosexual daughter into Harry Potter to Willy Wonka lesbian pipeline is faster than you know.
I mean, I've almost finished the Harry Potter movies now.
They're good.
Yeah. It hasn't turned me into a lesbian yet.
We should do a Willy Wonka lesbian episode.
Yeah.
Where we dress like Willy Wonka lesbians.
Both get big frock coat things.
Wearing like purple pants.
Yeah, and big top hats.
And like a bow. Yeah, we look cool.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I think that breed of lesbian came from like Warped Tour.
With like the Vans and the big pants and stuff.
Yeah. Like checkerboard with like neon sunglasses and stuff.
Well, now it's just like I don't even know what's up with Zoomers these days, or like sub-Zoomers, whatever the new
Gen
batch is
Alpha?
called, Gen Alpha. I don't know how old they are, but maybe this is just me getting old.
Yeah.
But it feels like we're so culturally like dead already.
Yeah.
Like I reposted it the other day, but I saw someone tweet this, and it's a thing that I've been thinking. And somebody posted that like we need to ban music in public.
Yeah.
Because it's been like kind of grinding on me of late, and it's been on my mind that like I hate hearing music in public.
Well, because public music is different than normal music.
But there's something about like when you hear like a song that's played like at the mall or in a store, it's like that song is dead.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like it's not like music in the sense of like, oh, I listen to it and I feel so, or like anything like that. It's just like a background product.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just sort of like it's a weird function, a song in a store.
And like my phone broke, so I've been using this shitty old one that I can't connect into my car.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to listen to the radio.
Oh, God.
I need to get a new one because the last Knife Fighter, friend of the show,
Yeah.
makes actual good music.
Yes.
Kind enough to send an album.
Oh,
over
yeah.
So I can listen to it once I get a phone that works. I
Yeah.
can listen to it in my car.
Yeah.
Which is why I needed the MP3s.
Yeah.
But like, so I've just been listening to the radio.
Oh, my God.
And like,
It's horrid.
it's every station is dreadful.
Yeah.
And like, I've been really feeling like country music of late.
Oh, not on the radio.
No, actually, last night last night I will occasionally go off on pop country.
It's
on his Instagram stories.
Yeah.
But like I've said,
let's just take a second. Go listen to the last Knife Fighter.
Yeah, go to a legitimate streaming service.
Listen, buy his albums. He's really fucking good.
It's really good stuff.
It's really good, and he's a friend of the show. Go listen to that guy.
I've been really feeling like country and folk.
Yeah.
It's like badass outlaw folk.
Yes.
But also like you know, like real country music.
Yeah.
But you go on like Kissin', which is our local country station.
All the songs are literally indistinguishable.
Well, it's all just like it's like it's made in Ableton.
Yeah.
But with like a acoustic guitar synth preset.
It literally is.
And then every like singer, there's like a certain type of singing.
Yeah.
Which is like for the country station, it's a little bit nasally.
Yeah.
But it's still heavily auto-tuned.
Yeah.
And it'll go from one song to the next, and it's like this could be by the exact same person.
Yeah.
And then occasionally they call them the Country-oke Classic, where they'll play like a real country song from the past.
Yeah.
And it'll just be such a stark.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you have like, you know, it won't be like crazy deep cuts, but it'll be like a Johnny Cash song.
Yeah.
Or like, you know.
Brooks and Dunn.
Or like Linda Ronstadt or Dolly Parton. Or like some like actual song.
Yeah.
And then it'll go back to like Shabuzi. It's just like, wow, this sucks.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it gets a lot of hate. I don't think pop country gets enough hate.
It's terrible.
It is probably the worst music genre.
And like the other day, I was just kind of like I was driving and like CKUA.
The university station?
I think so.
Yeah.
And it like sometimes has good shit.
Yeah.
But it's not always.
No.
It didn't have anything on.
No.
It had weird like Mobutu African like humming or whatever.
Yo, I fucking hate. Dude, I'm like, because I have to use the radio pretty often, and like scanning through channels, and it'll be like, you know, the pop alternative channel, pop country, and then just like, and it's like, what is that? Oh, the university station. Cool. Skip.
Yeah, so
Let's
I ended up the other day just listening to like the straight up pop station.
Oh, yeah.
And it also just like every song sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like it'll have some like kind of melodic like percussion.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be like a kind of like nothing lyrics about a breakup or whatever. Yeah. And it's just like it's really dire.
The alternative music station I listen to just to seethe now, because occasionally they play like Modest Mouse.
Okay.
Which is like the only time it's like you can't hear that on the radio unless you listen to that station.
Right.
Like
yeah.
they'll play like sometimes Alice in Chains, sometimes Modest Mouse, and the rest of it is the Arkells, basically.
I literally heard the Arkells. They were on something. I think I was listening to it yesterday and they had the Arkells on.
Fuck the Arkells. They've never made a song that's good ever. Fuck the Arkells. Fuck Dear Rouge. Fuck there's so many bands they play that it's like it's so fuck Grandson's so hard.
I don't know who any of them are.
If I played you one of his songs, you would walk out and eat all of the exhaust coming out of your car for an hour.
Because for years, I just I just plug my phone into the aux.
Yeah.
And then I can listen to like music that I like.
Yeah.
But having to listen to the radio,
it is so bad.
And it really the pop country station is the one that pisses me off the most.
Yeah.
Like all the other ones are, and actually, the University when it has like.
Bro, what are you doing?
Did you ever see the video? You know who Anthony and the Johnsons? Now there's some weird trans person.
No.
There's a video of them singing with like Australian. I'll cut it in with like an Australian like Aboriginal. So it's like this like transgender person on piano being like ooh ah, ah, and then it's like this like unbelievably prude looking two like super old Australian Aboriginals like tapping on a stick and being like I am
oh my god.
and it'll be like that on
the university station.
Station.
Every radio station is built around the Canadian boomer lib and what they like.
Yeah.
So the university station is for ones that went to university and are like cultured.
I actually prefer listening to a old African man tapping on a rock with another rock.
Oh, is this a Bungo Mafufu from the Bazungu Boys?
And it'll be like blah, blah,
blah. Yeah.
It's
like great. And then every other station is that. The Canadian boomer lib loves the Arkells. That's like the cool old guy who owns a craft brewery.
Right.
And who's fucking insufferable to talk to.
Because I'd never heard of the Arkells until like 2 days ago when I heard them on the radio.
They're a Canadian gem.
And like, they're Canadian?
Yeah.
And like the name Arkells makes it sound like it's some like classic black lady Motown group.
Yes.
Which would be good.
Yes.
Because that old Motown is good.
It's great. Sounds like the Carmels.
But the guy was like, and next up we got something from the Arkells. And I was like, oh, it's going to be some...
And it's the gayest dog you've ever heard in your life.
I was like, oh, it's gonna be some cool Motown song.
No, it's like 30-year-old white guy music about like nights that they've never lived through but wish they did.
Yeah.
You know what they make, man? You know what the music they make is like? It's music for guys who think shit like, I should have kissed her. That's what they make music for.
I gotta say, I can't actually remember the song I listened to the other day.
Yeah.
It was like yesterday, and it's like, I just remember being like, why are they called the Arkells?
Yeah. They love the alternative music station, loves playing the fucking Foo Fighters.
I bet.
I hate the Foo Fighters.
Yeah. It's really bleak. Like, I feel bad for kids coming up.
The good music's out there. You just gotta look. But that's what pisses me off about the alternative music station is they don't actually play any like alternative bands. Like what are the Foo Fighters an alternative to?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the thing about like the country station too is like there are people out there like now
who make great country music,
really good country music.
The Last Knife Fighter,
Coulter
Wall, Charlie Crockett.
Sierra Farrell's new album was great.
Yes.
Billy Strings.
Yes. Who's that? Clay Redfield or something? I don't know. He's good music though.
But yeah, there's like people doing it now who are doing it well.
Really good.
There's people in the past who did it well. But then you've got these. Every song is just like there's people who have like, I go to the bar and I get drunk, but like auto-tuned with like Ableton fiddle synth preset. Like it's horrid.
Modern country fits into like there's like a few categories. There's like I met this girl, she's the best. We ended up happy together. I met this girl, she's the best. I miss her so bad. Yeah. I met this girl, she's the worst. We're happy together. I met this girl, she's the worst. It ended bad. I miss her.
Yeah.
That's kind of always how it every song fits into like one of those categories of in pop country.
But yeah, I just want I don't want to hear music out in public anymore.
No.
I want to go to the mall and just hear people like clinking around,
shuffling, making their Minecraft zombie noises,
brapping. I want to hear every brap.
going out with cones in your ears to detect braps.
You know, a giant cone that says brap detector on it. A big like a nose telescope.
It's like a Dark Souls enemy.
Brap enhancer.
You can't. Yeah, when you're within the same room as the brap detector, you can't dodge roll because he'll attack you. If you walk slowly, he won't turn around.
Yeah, and just like I've been trying to find a TV show to watch.
Oh, don't do that.
There's nothing.
Just watch Top Gear. Just watch Top Gear episodes.
Yeah, or Top Chef.
Or Top Chef.
Watch a show with Top in the name.
Watch Bar Rescue. I've been watching Bar Rescue lately.
Yeah,
it's good. There's actually I actually wanted to talk about an episode of Bar Rescue I saw. There was one they did. That show is so good. That's like the best formula ever. Going in and being like, this restaurant's disgusting. Let me. Your staff are crackheads. Let me fix it. You know, your staff are stealing. That's my favorite genre of TV. Is the your staff are stealing genre.
Does that happen on Bar? I've never really watched a ton of Bar Rescue.
Oh, it's great. It's great because it's like Gordon Ramsay always goes to places where like they like advertise quality. They're like, we're the best, and then he's like, you're not the fucking best. You're the worst. But John Taffer goes to places that are like already just being like, we're fine, and he goes there and he's like, it's not fine. Actually, it's way worse. Like none of them are being like, we're the best. They're always like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And then, but there was one he did. It was like a sports bar, like an Irish sports pub, owned by all like white people in like Philly or whatever.
Sure.
And he goes in, and it was like it was like a bad bar. Like it was shitty. They were doing like goldfish racing as like a bar event.
Oh, okay.
It was like stupid, but like whatever. And he goes in and he's like, he does his usual shtick, and he's like, all right, I'll fix your bar. And so they do the thing where they close the bar down, and like he like you know is supposed to like flip it and make it like nice and cool.
Yeah.
But he made it Chinese.
Like
he like themed the whole bar Chinese, and like no one is Chinese in the bar. Like it was like an Irish sports bar, and then they closed it down and opened it back up, and John Taffer made the whole thing Chinese.
It's nice.
Yeah, so like they go in and they're like, wow, I can't believe this is our bar. And he's like, yeah, and you're gonna serve egg rolls and spring rolls and have all sorts of Chinese appetizers.
You're gonna wear a kimono.
Literally. And it's like as a viewer, you're like, why is it Chinese? Why'd you make it Chinese?
You're a sake bar now.
Literally, it was like a Hudson's like sports bar, and now it's like a Chinese sports bar. And he's like, everyone's like crying because they're so excited about their Chinese sports bar. With zero Chinese people in the business at all.
I wonder how that bar's doing now.
That's the thing about all those shows is if you like, it's like 1 out of 5 that you Google the restaurant after and they're like still open.
Yeah, I know that's the case with Kitchen Nightmare.
Yeah,
it's the one.
Almost none of them are still.
I think that's just restaurants in general.
Well, also
come
like
and go.
I think just the way those shows work is they always like go in like like they go in too late most of the time.
Yeah,
where they're like, how much in debt are you? And they're like 500,000, and it's like, even if you have a good month this month, like next month you're getting foreclosed on. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be.
God, what year is the Chinese bar one from?
Like 2018.
Oh wow,
it's like pretty new. And it was like the most like as a viewer like what? Why did you do that?
They have a big like what's the game called? We have all the balls.
Oh, like bingo?
Bingo. A big bingo thing full of bar themes.
Well, most of the time he just will
we'll make it Chinese.
I think most of the time when he flips a bar, he just like cleans it.
Right.
Well, like, you know, if they have like dirty floors, he'll like get like new flooring put in or whatever. But this time he was just, it's like, oh, there's like Chinese shit on the walls and like, they're sure that he did the menu so there's like egg rolls and shit. So if you're like this family who's just like, yeah, we opened a bar, now you're the family with the Chinese bar.
Right.
Which is...
It had like scrolls and shit all over it?
Yeah, it was like, he painted the entire interior like red and then had everything else be black. It was like, it was the most like like video game interpretation of like a Chinese bar. It was so weird.
Damn, I wish we had a Chinese bar.
A Chinese sports bar?
Chinese sports bar. Go there to watch.
Because they still had the TVs where they'd put on like NBA games, but it was like there's like Chinese shit everywhere.
Do Chinese people play sports?
Yeah. What's it called? Badminton.
Yeah, I guess they do all like the Olympic sport, like
gymnastics,
weightlifting,
shot put, badminton,
yeah,
luge.
Yeah, it's crazy how both China and India just like don't seem to fuck with sports.
Yeah, well, the Chinese are really good at the sports they do.
Well, it seems like they do sports specifically to win Olympic medals.
Mm-hmm.
So they do okay at like the obscure, like diving.
Yeah, they do it for glory. India, they're not doing so good.
I guess they like cricket.
Yeah, I wish that was in the Olympics. I wish there was Olympic cricket.
God, did you see there was a clip going around where someone was like, my family in India went to this beautiful Indian festival.
Yeah. And they're in the like poop river.
It was like the most hellscape thing I've ever seen in my life, where they're just in like a field of mud that's just covered in like electrical lines.
Yeah.
It was just like, what is this place normally? It looks like a power relay center where it's just like a giant grid of like electricity wires, but just like mud.
And there's 1 million people there.
I think it was something like they're having like 600 million people come through in the 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's just like people as far as the eye can see,
yeah,
with just like no buildings.
No.
But power lines everywhere. And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
It's almost as cool as when they had Poo War. I think about Poo War every week.
And then they're going to like dip themselves in a river.
Yeah. The same river that is definitely full of poop and chemicals. It's like, okay, guys. Have fun.
Yeah.
Have a good time, everyone.
Yeah.
Be safe at Poop Festival.
Poop Fest. We only have this Poop Festival once every 140 years.
That's cool, man. I hope you have a good time.
I mean, we have different Poop Festivals.
Well, we have Poo War.
Right. But this is Poo Battle.
This is Poo Fest. Yeah. We have Shit War and Shit Fest.
Poo Stampede.
We have the New Delhi Stampede, which is poo-themed.
But it's just like the landscape. Like, what is this normally?
It's not good, brother. It's a bad spot normally.
Why are there so many power lines but nothing else?
I think does India have the infrastructure for like commonplace underground power lines?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I mean, we have power lines here.
But not like that.
There'd be like a power line in like an alley.
Yeah.
With like houses.
Not in a field.
Off of it.
Not like 9 in a grid in a field.
Yeah.
Maybe it like multiplies the power going through.
And it was more than 9. It looked like hundreds.
Yeah, it was definitely hundreds. They're doing fine. Yeah. They're good. They're good.
Oh boy.
Can I say, I don't hate being Canadian, but man, that Canada versus USA hockey game.
God, we can't even beat them at hockey,
bro. That should have shut everyone in this country up.
Yeah.
Booing them like their national anthem, which is, first of all, that's not a cool look.
We've been booing Pee-wee hockey teams.
Yeah. That's like, fucking embarrassing.
At some Raptors game, they booed a 15-year-old who was singing the anthem.
In a wheelchair. Was that a hockey game?
I didn't see it. I know they booed a 15-year-old singing the anthem, which probably in a wheelchair.
There was one girl we booed in a wheelchair. And it's like...
Just... Canadians are so full of, like, petty resentment.
Yeah.
Or at least, like, a big chunk of Canadians
I think it's the boomer lib.
Yeah.
Which is our biggest... We have to eliminate.
Yeah.
They have to go.
Because they will... It's us or them.
Literally, yeah.
They have a death wish to destroy us all.
They want this whole country to die. But, like, seeing us, like, boo their national anthem.
And then lose.
Get, like, blown out.
Well, it wasn't a blowout, but...
lose.
We lost.
To lose and then, like, have people still be like, yeah...
We showed you.
Well, remember who burned down the White House? It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's been kind of
We're reaching
humiliating to be a Canadian recently.
Can I say we're reaching like Indian levels of like cultural smugness with that little to show for it?
Yeah.
We're reaching like India superpower 2030 levels of like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I see like, yes, Canadian boomer libs being like, great job booing the Pee Wee hockey team.
Yeah.
Like, you guys got the memo.
Yeah.
Shit
oh
like
my
that.
God. I saw a picture of one of Mark Carney's rallies in Kelowna, BC.
Yeah.
And I made the fatal error of zooming in on the crowd and
Saw like old women.
Looking at these fucking old people's faces. And I got so suicidal for a sec.
Yeah, I mean it's looking pretty bleak up here.
Yeah.
And the thing that's like kind of frustrating is like there was a time in history where Canada actually did have like something we could be proud of.
Yes.
Like, you know, we took a pretty like inhospitable chunk of land and made like a pretty good country out of it.
Yeah.
You know, like not as we've never been as flamboyant or dynamic as the Americans.
No.
But we took a place where it's like a frozen wasteland for half of the year.
Yeah.
And made a pretty good country out of it.
Pretty good.
But then it for like the last like 60 years, we've just been like systematically like dismantling our own identity.
Yes.
So like even our current flag, the maple leaf, it symbolizes like globo homo nothingness.
Yes.
And like if it symbolizes anything, it's like the Eastern Canadian like Laurentian elite domination of Canada.
Yeah.
Because for our American listeners, maple trees don't grow west of Ontario.
No. Yeah. No. Not at all. No.
So like we got rid of our flag, and I think this was just the anniversary, the 60-year anniversary.
Yeah.
When we got rid of our real flag.
Yes.
And put in the fucking the leaf.
The leaf.
And we've spent like decades sort of like nullifying ourselves.
Yeah.
And like being like everything that like we could be proud of now, like
doesn't really
we
exist.
need to be ashamed of that.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm proud to be Canadian. I'm so proud of the shame I feel.
Yeah.
Because we were mean or whatever.
Yeah. And like it's just tough to like see people being like, yeah, I'm Canada first, when like those same people were like trying to put people who were protesting in prison.
Yeah. Well, and they've all turned on a dime.
Instantly, yeah.
Because, like, I think what happened is, like, there was a time, it probably peaked in, like, the mid-2000s.
Yeah.
Where, like, Canadian was really, like, identifying a lot with a couple of brands.
Yes.
It was, like, Tim Hortons,
Yeah.
Molson Canadian, the I Am Canadian ad, and the NHL.
And like, who was that SCTV sketch with Rick Moranis?
Oh, the
what's it called?
The
Bob and
brothers.
Doug McKenzie.
The McKenzie bros.
Yes.
So like we sort of nullified our identity down to the like I like drinking beer and donuts, eh?
Yeah.
And then in like the Trudeau years, that's accelerated to like even past that.
Yeah.
To like we're actually we're not even a country.
We're a collective.
Yeah, we're just a global dumping ground economic zone actually.
Yeah.
But now in the last like 3 weeks,
we're the Northern American Autonomous Zone.
Yeah. And then like in the last 3 weeks, they're desperately trying to scramble back like 15 years ago to the I Am Canadian thing.
And what's fucked up is it's working on these boomer libs.
Yeah. They're suddenly draping them. Like literally 5 years ago, you could go and find people being like, seeing the maple leaf makes me uncomfortable because it's got alt-right vibes and shit.
Yes.
And now, they've turned on their heels and they're trying to go back to that. But it's even like going back to that. It's like, because like Tim Hortons, like, oh, I want to buy Canadian, so I'm going to go to Tim's, which is owned by Brazilians. And guess what? It's not even staffed by Filipinos anymore.
No. No, it's not even. It used to be the joke was like, oh, haha, Tim Hortons only employs Filipinos.
Yeah.
I would suck dog dick.
To go back to the Filipino Tim Hortons.
Filipino Tim Hortons again. That was Filipino Tim Hortons worked. If Filipino Tim Hortons didn't spread hepatitis all around Western Canada.
Yeah. But like my mom has some boomer lib friend who she was talking to.
Yeah.
And they were saying like, oh yeah, we're not buying American anymore. I mean, we're going to Costco, but we feel bad about it.
That's the most Canadian shit I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. I'm going to Costco, but I feel bad.
Well, and to like initially say it as, yeah, we're not buying American anymore. But actually we are. But we feel bad.
But I feel bad. Yeah. Yeah, man. But I feel really bad about it.
Because like the whole buy Canadian thing.
Yeah.
Like, what does that even mean? We've already like sold the entire country off for parts.
Yeah, what are you going to buy?
Like, I guess you could go see if the Hutterites have some greenhouses where they grow tomatoes.
Do you have beets, Mr. Hutterite? Yeah.
Because, like, we're already... And that's... The whole thing is kind of a mess. Because, like, when like, they talk about, like, cutting off, like, oil and stuff.
Yeah.
All the oil companies are already American and Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we've sold everything off.
Yeah, I don't think there's any 100% Canadian oil companies even that operate in Alberta. Like, I don't even think Husky's like 100% Canadian.
We used to have a national oil company, but we sold it off.
Yeah.
So now, like, most of the big companies are American.
Shell,
or
Dow.
Fucking just Chinese or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I assume all them, like, I think there's some Canadian mining companies.
Sure.
But all of these companies, even if it's, and this isn't just a Canadian thing, but even if it's like a Canadian company, if you break down who owns it, it's going to be like American pension funds and American like financial institute. Like,
the fact that we bill each other to like transport goods between provinces.
Yeah.
Like, okay, why are we getting our panties in a pinch? Because the Americans want to start doing that. It's like people who live in Nova Scotia get their oil from Saudi Arabia. And
like I do think I'm a little iffy on the whole tariff things.
Yeah.
I can kind of see where they're coming from, but I don't think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
But man, the Canadian response has been
so embarrassing.
Humiliating.
It's humiliating too. It's so fucking embarrassing.
Because we spent 60 years.
Yeah.
Like being like, we're not Canadian. We're all citizens of the world.
Yeah.
And then like this sort of instant like, oh Canada, my home and native land.
It's fucking embarrassing. And the amount of people who get like when it comes up in conversation, I'm usually like, oh yeah, you know, whatever, if we become the 51st state, like I give a fuck.
Yeah.
And the amount of like people who are like, I would rather die. It's like, well, you might.
Oh, man. The other day, I was listening, as I do, to 880 Chud Radio.
880 Chud, baby.
And
we got to make shirts that say 880 Chud.
880 Chud. Yeah.
It makes 880 Chud FM.
Yeah. But they had some lady on who was, like, doing this, like, insane, like, psychic LARP about, like, how the Americans, even if, like, the trade war went hot and they tried to invade us, we would all kick them out. And
literally, how?
There's this lady being like, you know, in Canada we like our rifles too, and we all know the back country like the back of our hands, and it'd be just like in Afghanistan because it's mountainous. We would all go into the mountains and our insurgency would boot them out. And I was like, okay, I need to make a note of what her name is when the guy says at the end, so I can look up what she looks like. Yeah. To see if this looks like the type of lady who knows the Canadian backcountry and a rifle like the back of her hand.
Yeah.
And she was like a Muslim chick in a hijabi who's a professor at the University of Toronto.
All right. Okay.
And I was like, it was like, yeah, the Afghanis managed to like, you know, run out the clock until the Americans got tired of being there.
Yes, they won.
But like, I don't think 2025 Canadians.
Okay, 3/4 out of 4 soldiers in our military, 1 isn't obese.
Yeah, but we're not going to go into the bushes and fight an insurgency.
Yeah, with the rifles that we all have. All the rifles,
we all have guns.
You know the hunting rifle you're allowed to have that can fit 2 bullets in one bag, and it can only shoot 150 yards? Well, you know, the guns we all have.
Also, like, if we're doing this, like, obviously nothing ever happens, but if we're doing this sort of, like, wargaming it out, the thing is, like, Afghanistan is quite far away from America.
Yes.
So when they want to move their stuff there, it's quite a process.
It's a big deal.
We're right there.
They can drive it.
Yeah.
They can drive all this shit. They don't have to haul it. They can just drive it. They can just drive it.
And it's just like, if the Americans made some offer where they're like, you can exchange your Canadian pesos 1-to-1 for USD.
Yeah.
A lot of the resistance
goes away.
Would sort of
disappear. Yeah.
And the thing too, for all like the Canadian like boomer liberty and like sort of like petty like anti-American resentment,
Yeah.
that's actually because they love America.
Yes.
And they're all obsessed with just like American Democrats.
Yes.
Like they get all this shit from the New York Times
Yeah.
and the Daily Show and stuff.
Well, that's why like our culture is just like cover band culture of America.
Yeah, both our right and left.
Yes.
But all like the Canadian libs who do all the anti-American stuff,
Yeah.
that's just what they've got from America, like left-wing media.
Yeah. Yes.
Like they're obsessed. They're all obsessed with America.
Yeah.
And like
it's like wearing America's like makeup and wig and like punching yourself in the mirror.
yeah.
I hate you, you stupid
But
whore.
it's because like American like liberal media has spent so long doing the like America's the country Bible thumping toothless rednecks and stuff, and just like we listened to that and we were like, yeah, fuck those guys, not us.
No, we're at least we ain't that.
But like nobody, like we've totally forgotten our own history at this point.
Yeah, well we've
intentionally
deleted it.
So I mean, I do kind of think if Canada's going to survive, it'll we need some axis of like Calgary to Quebec City.
Yeah.
Like we need to work out our differences with the Quebec nationalists.
Yeah.
To send like the Carneys and Trudeaus on the ice floe.
Yeah, they can go to.
I think that's the only way it works, because otherwise it's just going to be
this like
that Indian festival but cold.
It's going to be so cold. It's going to be that Indian festival but so cold.
But it's
picture Brazil with 4 feet of snow.
Yeah,
on
without
the
the weather and with actually kind of busted trannies. And we can't even win at hockey.
No,
that's literally our one thing.
No, it feels kind of like prophetic and like it feels like biblical in a way.
Like I haven't been watching a ton of hockey this year, even though the Oilers are quite good.
Mm-hmm.
But I was listening to 6:30 Chud in my car driving home, and they had that game on.
Yeah.
And there was like 3 fights in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, this is one to check out.
Yeah.
And then
we lose.
Then we just lost, and there's no more fights.
No.
Just like, oh.
It really feels like it has it really feels like America is like on the comeback trail, and we're, instead of like trying to join up, we're being like, remember who burned down the White House?
Yeah.
I wouldn't fuck with me, chud. It's like, oh my God.
And the thing too is like, I don't think dealing with Trump is actually that complicated.
No.
You see, the Japanese, they know how to do it.
Yes.
They show up and they're like, oh, very honorable. We're going to invest $1 trillion in America. And also, here's a cool samurai hat for you, Mr. Trump. And then, do they actually need to invest $1 trillion? No. You just say it. Maybe, if it makes sense, you open a Honda factory in Detroit or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
Open a Toshiba factory to make ovens.
But you say you're going to invest $1 trillion, million, billion.
I'm going to invest infinity dollar.
And you give him a cool samurai helmet.
Or give him a sword.
A sword. Or like a baseball or something.
Something cool.
And you don't have to follow through.
No.
You just have to make the thing. Be like, we are going to invest $1 infinity trillion billion.
Gorillion dollars.
And you give him a cool set of samurai armor.
Give him some wood sandals.
And that's it.
All we'd have to do is be like, if Trudeau met up with him and said, yeah, we're going to invest infinite dollars. Here's a lumberjack shirt.
Yeah, or here's a special axe or a musket. Yeah.
Or
something. Give him something cool.
A raccoon hat.
Yeah, a coonskin cat or a
wow, what a cool hat. Melania, look at me with my cool hat on.
Just like Davy Crockett.
Let's go outside and play.
Yeah. And then we'd be fine.
We'd be all good.
But instead we're doing this like performative hissies fit of like, we're going to go dollar for dollar.
Yeah.
The thing is like, we could go down to zero. Literally zero.
Yeah.
But zero economic activity.
Yeah.
And they would be paying 30 cents a gallon more for gas. You know, like,
Yeah, we're trying to go band for band with a millionaire.
yeah.
You're gonna lose.
But we just need to give him a cool hat, make some promises that we won't follow through
What
on.
a cool axe! I'm gonna go outside and try this right now. He just gets up and walks outside. Oh my God, cool! I'm gonna put it under my bed.
Yeah, and that's it.
Done.
It's not that complicated.
No, but it is.
Yeah,
We're
we're gonna get Mark Carney. God,
It's gonna be good. Because you know what helps me white pill?
what's that?
All of those boomers are gonna die.
That is
soon.
the Liberal Party base at this point.
Yeah. Young people don't even fuck with the Liberal Party.
Not anymore.
No.
But we just have so many people who are essentially wards of the state.
Yes.
Because like a quarter of our population works for the government
Yeah.
and makes like twice what anybody else does with
Yes.
every possible perk.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got like huge networks of people who are like arm's length government employees.
Yeah.
Like, like teachers and doctors and all that.
Cops.
Then you got old people who are get their old people money
Yeah.
and like have houses. So like the infinity immigrants every year just keeps their housing prices high.
Yeah.
And then you got it's just like we have such a large percentage of the population who are like wards of the state.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've been thinking about that obesity stat about our military. That is so fucking bleak. So bleak that the military obesity rate is higher than the civilian obesity rate.
And I don't think we have much equipment
No.
or anything. I heard some guy on, again, 880 Chud, who's some army guy who was like, yeah, we gave all our artillery pieces to Ukraine, and they said they were going to get new ones, but they never did. So we just like, don't have any shit.
And everyone's fat as fuck.
We just have a bunch of fat guys with no guns.
Everyone's fat as fuck. We have no fucking guns. Everyone's so fuck. It's 3/4.
Yeah.
Out of if there's 4 soldiers in a room, 1 isn't obese.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, we can let him hold the gun.
And hide behind the 3 fat guys. Like, I was thinking about that for probably 3 straight days, about how, like, in a room of 100 soldiers, 100 Canadian soldiers, 25 are not medically overweight.
Yeah.
Bro, that's fucking crazy. That's got to be one of the most embarrassing stats for a country to have.
Yeah. We're just it's embarrassing being Canadian right now.
It's so embarrassing. Just getting owned at hockey after we made boo.
That's our one thing.
That was supposed to be our one thing.
Yeah.
Now we'll have to resort to being really good at sketch comedy on national network television.
No, at least we still have that.
At least we still have really good sketch comedy.
Yeah, air farce.
Yeah, and
22 minutes.
and the Rick Mercer report.
Red Green.
He's
Remember that?
I remember Red Green.
Yeah.
Red Green was good.
No, he's long dead, unfortunately.
And we had Trailer Park Boys. Oh wait,
It was 20 years ago.
and it wasn't even on. They had to go to Showcase.
Right. Yeah.
CBC didn't even want anything to do with them. Wait, I actually do. If you rewatch Trailer Park Boys, they actually take so many shots at the CBC.
No, do they?
It's so funny. Yeah, like they'll like Corey and Trevor will do something stupid, and Ricky will be like, "Fuck, boys, what was that? What do you guys work for the CBC or something?" It's like full of that.
Okay.
They constantly do it, which I think is really funny.
But it was actually good, so we wanted nothing to do with it.
No, yeah, we don't. we're all good. We have 22 minutes.
Oh God. Okay, well, you want to roll over into the Patreon?
Let's roll to the page, guys.
I've been bee-pilling pretty hard here, but maybe we can find something to white pill about over there.
We'll find something to white pill about. I'm positive. We always do.
All right, lads.
All right, peace, gamers.